Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, this is Many True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas No Kill. And today we are going to be clearing out Freeside at the bare minimum, maybe even a little bit more too. So let's start with the followers, given the followers are our friends. So let's start with Judy Farkas. Just tell her that Freeside seems a bit rough and she'll ask you to do a whole bunch of things. It's also worth bearing in mind that you can just give her medicine in order to get karma and experience points. So, you know, if I just give her a bunch of Med-X, then you get 3 Med-X. You get followers of the Apocalypse fame for that, and you get 10 experience, albeit with a 10% boost for me for doing that. So you can just give her medicine to get experience and fame if you want. Other thing to do is just nip into this building at the side in order to grab the Mormon Fort snow globe. So the first thing we're supposed to be doing is helping a couple of kind of alcoholics and druggies. The first one of those is just around the corner around here. Oop, I can see red. I can see a couple of hooligans. Just randomly, I don't know how it's decided, they just spawn. Occasionally just some thugs spawn. Okay, so Jacob, he's the first chap. Now you may think you would need, like, you know, medical training and a dedicated program and all sorts of psychological and physical assistance to help a recovering drug addict. But nope, you can just talk him out of it. He wants drugs from his drug dealer. You can just talk his drug dealer out of supplying him. It's a very reasonable drug dealer, all things considered. Speech 35 is enough to talk him out of it. So that's the drug dealer dealt with. Then just go and tell Jacob that. Be strong, Jacob. Speech. I think you're right. There we go. He's been speeched clean. While you're down this side of Freeside, pop into Mick and Ralph's, the general store and also gun store. Special items. I certainly don't work for a casino. And he has a secret door. Fun fact, in the background you can see there's a railway rifle there. He does actually have a railway rifle, which is nice. Then also have a word with Mick. Superficially he just looks like a general store owner. He's also the guy who makes passports, the thing that lets you into New Vegas itself. Luckily you can speech him into doing whatever the hell you feel like, really. So for now we're just going to leave aside. We're just going to leave that. Bill Ronti, meanwhile, is just past the Atomic Wrangler down in this house here. Have a quick word with him. He's even easier to deal with now the drug dealer's been dealt with. So, now you can just speech 50 him. And he will head back to the fort feeling really bad. In fact, he's screwed things up with Julie. So sad. Now, you could go back to Judy Farkas at this exact moment in time, but there's one more thing to do first. Head into the Atomic Wrangler, casino, and also brothel. And they are actually the solution to the fact that Judy Farkas was looking for a deal in terms of providing medicine. So yeah, speak to this guy and he can sort that out for you. While you're here, you can also pick up a job from him, which is good. You can begin the what's it called? Wang Dang Atomic Tango, that's it. Basically, I'm trying to find some prostitutes that fit strange fetishes. So there you go. So, before you head back to Judy Farkas, the first step is actually to head back to Mick and Ralph, because in order to have a sex robot, you don't just need a robot, you need a program to make it into a sex bot, and Mick is the guy who can do that for you. Do you happen to know where I could find a sex bot, my good man? So Ralph will make you the program for one. Meanwhile, if you have 50, you can just tell him you've been directing business in his direction, and he'll do it for free.
Come back in a couple days, and I should have it ready for you.
Okay, it's now 2 in-game days later. Ralph, is my sex bot tape ready?
Yep, here you go.
That wonderful moment when the game crashes but the autosave isn't corrupted. I would incidentally recommend saving quite often when you're in Freeside. Freeside to me seems one of the more buggy areas. Oh dear. Yeah. Thugs will just randomly spawn. I'm not sure exactly what the logic that determines it is, but basically thugs will occasionally appear. If they do, just run away and go to the bodyguards that are hanging around near either of the entrances to Freeside from the Mojave itself. Just do that and you'll be fine pretty quickly, because they will always be automatically aggroed against any thugs. So yeah, head back into the Mormon Fort. Speak to this here ghoul as Beatrix here. is quite useful as a ghoul cowboy to the Wrangler. So here is our first prostitute recruited. Speech of 35 will get her to agree. Speak to Julie with that done. Tell her that you've helped out those druggies and she will be thrilled. So now every day she can give you a stim pack and fix it all right away. So I'll pretty much always be going for stim packs. And then tell her the Garretts will work with her to produce medicine. So you just need to basically, I don't think actually you can fail this conversation. She needs to be talked into working with the Garretts, but I think any option actually works. Excellent. Freeside's accepted me and I get to level 13 too. Yep, that'll do. That done. I'd say it is time to find our 2 other prostitutes and then swing back to the Garretts. I love the kids chasing the rat, by the way. Incidentally, if you kill that rat, then the kids do catch up and they start eating it raw, making some really, really lovely noises. It's absolutely wonderful. By wonderful, I mean horrifying. So while we're in this part of the world, we just head round the back here. Cerulean Electronics is kind of out the way. You just need to kind of go all the way around the back over here. I will say this for the quest in Freeside, there is a lot of loading screens. It's kind of, I always find it really important to come up with an efficient route, just because otherwise you spend an awful lot of time just running between loading screens, which is always really, really annoying. This building will be full of rats, so you will want to be getting in and out as quickly as possible. Go, 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 right here. Upload programming routine. Apparently I could have just used science to program a sex bot routine, because if you're good at science, you're capable of programming a sex bot. That's the thing. But okay, we'll go with... Actually, ooh. You know what? I'm going to make it my own. I'm going to program my own sex bot routine. Yeah. So now... I'm also going to put on my armor quickly because I'm about to get bitten by a whole load of rats. Let's just run around in a circle while the sex robot comes out.
Fully integrated.
There we go. He's finally willing to talk to me. Excellent. I think I'm going to just trap the rats in the room there. I suppose I should test you out before I hand you to the Garretts.
Servos active.
I love the pneumatic drill noise so much. Well, that was different. I'm not going to complain. I'm open-minded. I'm totally tolerant of robosexuals, and I fully support robosexual marriage. Report to the Atomic Rambler. Wait, Atomic Rambler? Atomic Wrangler. Ah. Okay, now just go. Escape, escape, escape. Oh, dear. There we are. That is a sex bot recruited. It can make its own way there. You don't have to need it there. So let's get our 3rd prostitute before we report back to the Garretts. And the 3rd guy we're after is going to be Old Ben, who's down here, who we're going to have as our suave-talking prostitute. There is another guy, Santiago, but he's a bit of a dick and I don't like him, so I'm going to use this guy instead.
Here's a little advice, friend.
You see, he's lovely. He deliberately gives you advice that will avoid you getting hurt. There you go. Speech of 50 or Black Widow will get you in. So I'm going to use Speech of 50 so I get the experience, but that can convince Old Ben to go back to being a man prostitute. On the way past, this is possibly my favourite character in the whole game.
The Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women are just like the booze.
She just sounds so insincere. I really think they actually got a voice actress in and basically told her, deliberately try and sound as completely insincere as possible.
The Wrangler's just down the street. You're almost there already.
Yeah, I just love the person who clearly absolutely despises their job but has this forced cheerfulness about them. It's great. There we go. So speak to James Garrett. Now, tell him the followers will accept your offer. That gets you Freeside fame, which is good. And then just turn in your prostitutes. Old Ben and Beatrix are not particularly kind of interesting. You just kind of turn them in, you get some experience, some money and some fame. The sex robot's a bit more interesting because obviously James Garrett basically reveals that he wants the sex robot for himself, so you can kind of hold out for more money for the sex robot. So he doubles the fee if you have speech 40. So that completes Wang Dang Atomic Tango. Doesn't provide you with that much. Oh, there's the sex robot. Hello, Fisto. Good luck with your new job. One other piece of advice. Just never talk to Francine Garrett. She will give you the debt collector quest. In some versions of Fallout New Vegas, that causes a game-breaking glitch which, unless you're on PC, cannot be patched away. So if you're playing on Xbox 360 and you're not sure which version you're using, never talk to this character. Just don't start that quest. It's the safest thing by far. While we're in here, Henry Jameson, who I had to deal with for Alice McLafferty, is here. Yes, we're talking about ending your employment. Blah, blah, blah. I can use speech. Actually, yeah, there's multiple ways to you can do this. You can just buy him off, just give him a pile of money, and he'll walk away from his job. Speech of 50 will do it. Or if you've got high NCR rep, then because his parents are in the NCR, you can make him quit the job that way. So I'm going to use speech 50 for the experience.
What? No, wait.
Next on my list, while we're here, let's go and have a look inside the Silver Rush. Because first things first, we need to gather evidence of what they did to Cass.
Welcome.
Nice thing about this place is it's absolutely stuffed full of stuff you can sell. So, you know, huge plasma mines which are immensely valuable, laser pistols, plasma grenades. Obviously, the guards do patrol and turn around, and it's quite a dark room. So, you know, you can, like, easily get yourselves into positions where the guards won't see you. But obviously, it's also worth remembering that if you ever do get into a problem, literally just grab something and just take it into the back room, and then you can steal it. And no one will ever see you do that. So you can literally do that with everything in this entire room if you want. If you want, you can just do that anyway. There's no need to do that, incidentally, because there's loads of places where you can just, like, hang out where no one will see you. So, for example, let me just find a position. Yeah, look, I'm hidden right now. So now I can just take plasma grenades. There we go. The way to go is to get that guy to turn around, and then you can just, once he's turned around, you can use him to block the eyesight of the other guy. And with that door open, no one minds you going through it. That's the interesting thing. No one ever cares about you going through a door once open. Everyone really hates the idea of the door being. Everyone really hates the idea of the door being unlocked. But once it's unlocked, everyone's just like totally fine with you going through it. Got it. Oh dear. So there we are. We have proof. Other nice thing is, once you've done all that, do just head upstairs. There's loads of locks and stuff to steal and no one watching it. I was never quite clear why in one of the bedrooms this is set up. Is this man just the most paranoid man in existence? Does he actually, when he goes to bed, does he close this behind him and just kind of sleep in kind of like a little bed tank? So, let's have a quick chat with her. We'll sell, let's see actually, can we sell her her own stuff back? Yes! Yes you can! Sadly she doesn't actually have, she doesn't have much room for it, unfortunately. She doesn't have much money on her. If you are doing a, an actual killing run, Cleansing Flame, the Gunrunner's Arsenal Special Flamer, which does blue flame instead of a red flame, is amazing, and I absolutely love it. And it's great, and you should definitely have that. So I'm wondering if you have any work available.
It just so happens a position opened up recently.
My grenade. I just love how they just don't mind you literally just walking away with the grenade. It's great. Also notice how it doesn't, I'm pretty sure it never costs you karma to steal stuff from the Van Graffs because they're completely immoral, so it isn't a problem. Let's have a word with him. So yes, I'm now doing some work for the Van Graffs. So yes, now I literally just wait here for a bit. This is not the most exciting mission. Basically a few people will wander over to you and you need to decide what to do with them. If they're like drunks or druggies or wastrels or whatever, you don't let them in. If they're promising, you do, but only if they've been searched. He was very drunk, so he's not allowed in. Why? Because there are plasma grenades on the table. Yeah, this mission really does go on for a bit, but never mind. I wouldn't mind. Maybe if people were just in a bit more of a hurry. We need more, you know, more urgent advertising. Run! Don't walk! To the Silver Rush! Wait, rush to the Silver Rush! This guy is in fact a suicide bomber. If you let him in, he will blow up the Silver Rush. If you do want the Silver Rush out of the picture, it's the easiest way to do it. but I'm not going to do that.
Damn, I knew this wasn't gonna work.
He will now draw a gun, but that's fine because Simon will take care of him nice and easy.
Oh, I'm gonna need the rifle and armor back. Boss's orders.
And I mean literally right now. When he says he wants his armor back, he has no objections to leaving you literally naked in the road. That is fine by them. On the plus side, you're now allowed to actually have your weapons on you. So, have a quick word with Gloria. Hello.
Simon was impressed, and so am I. So you get a small bonus with your normal pay.
Aw, thank you, Gloria. So, now I just have to go and deliver a package. It's out in the countryside to the east, so basically all that means is I am heading out. If you kind of head to Durable Dunn's sacked caravan site, then go from there. It's a good place to start. As we are heading out of Freeside anyway to continue on with the Van Graff's quest, let's swing by and finish up a couple of bits and pieces we can do now that we have been now that we've been into Freeside. So first things first, Alice McLafferty. Come on, Alice. There she is. So, I have the gun runner holotape for her. So, 500 bottle caps for that. You no longer will have to worry about Henry Jameson. And Cassidy Caravans has been bought out. And the NCR fame. You get NCR fame for that. 1,500 bottle caps and 500 experience points too. And You Can Depend on Me is done. She has one thing she wants to do, actually. She gives you one final quest, which is Pressing Matters. Pressing Matters is the most farcically easy quest in the entire game, pretty much. Even, like, you know, the early like the baby quest they give you at the beginning of the game are not as easy as this. So you have to find your way to the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters. Fair enough, they're really close to Camp McCarran, so you just travel to Camp McCarran and then follow your quest marker. You'll get pretty much directly there. So this is the Sunset Sarsaparilla headquarters, and you can go in the front way, and you can just go in the front way and fight your way through a building that's got a fair few robots that will attack you. But you don't have to. What you can do instead is head round the side. Just head right in here. Yeah, there you go. These gates are open, incidentally. Grab some Sunset Sarsaparilla if you want. Just take this door to the factory floor. You will be attacked as you go in, but not by anything particularly difficult.
Please stand clear.
Just run straight to this thing. Yep, strip all the important looking bits.
Do not be alarmed.
And then just leave again. And I obviously took a bit of damage there because I didn't bother to put armor on, but like I think I can show you, like even on the harder difficulties when you're literally not wearing armor, you can just run in and out. And that's it. That was the job done. Now you just need to return to Alice McLafferty and tell her. That is literally the quest. Which is kind of ridiculous to my mind, but you know what? Free experience. Don't turn it down. 200 experience points. NCR fame. 500 bottle caps.
It's been a pleasure.
That's it. Done. And level 14 too. Yep, I'm going to go with that. I just want to get lockpick up to 100 because it's fun to have lock. Well, actually, you don't need lockpick at 100. You need lockpick at 94 for it to be effectively 100. So 9 more in lockpick, which I'll probably do next turn, and I'll be able to open up pretty much everything in the game, which is lovely. I'm just going to finish up toughness, as I think I said I would previously. I think it's by far the most important thing I can do right now. Okay, that done. Let's get this package to the... Let's pick up the Van Graff missions and take this package to the guy that wants it. The difficulty with this mission is if this guy gets scared by the local wildlife, I can't do anything about it, and he will basically run around until one of the bits of the local wildlife kills him, because he has no weapon and he will flee rather than fight. He has no gun. This can be a very big problem. So I have to take a route that means I don't aggro any wildlife myself, and he also can't aggro any wildlife. Alright, good, I think we've done this. Yes.
Van Graff's emissary?
Why, yes I am.
No. That's not how it works. You don't get to weigh the options. You're either in or you're out.
I love how the objective marker just came up on screen telling me what he's about to ask me to do, so I know what he's going to ask me ahead of time. And in that case, I'm out. So obviously we will not be leading Cass to him, because if you do lead Cass to him, he kills her straight up. So we won't be doing that because I want all the companions to survive. So that's actually as much of birds of a feather as we're actually going to do. So instead, in a minute, we're going to go back to Cass. But first, I just want to sell some stuff. And now that we're done with as much of the Crimson Caravan and Silver Rush as we want, let's talk to her.
You find any evidence yet?
Why, yes. Yes, I have.
No.
So, let's take this evidence to Jackson and his fabulous moustache.
I need you to swear you won't take revenge on Gloria or Alice.
You have our word, Jackson.
I think that settles accounts with me and my men. That was some tricky political maneuvering, but worth it, even if it takes a few years.
Yay! So, and that is Cass's loyalty mission done. So she gains an extra perk, meaning she has more health.
Alright then.
And I get 550 experience points. So, I think that pretty much wraps things up with Cass. We're not going to keep her with us because otherwise eventually she'll aggro on something. But we have helped her to get peace with her caravan, move on, and also settle things up with those who torched her company. So, stop glitching. So, time for us to part ways. Oh, what? Uh-oh. Vangraffs have decided they don't like me. Unfortunately, that is a thing. The Vangraffs have decided they do not like me at all. Ow. Okay, get inside, get inside, get inside. Unfortunately, yes, when you do turn in that quest with the Vangraffs, they know about it. So, speech of 60 will get you into the king without any payment whatsoever, which is nice. And there he is, Elvis Presley himself. So, Elvis wants you to go and hire the big bodyguard in the metal armor. That's his kind of first, that's his first job for you. Alright, bodyguard, I'm hiring you, because the mission demands it. No one will keep you safer than he will, you say. Will the bodyguard help me in any way?
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here.
Oh, thank you. You're the worst bodyguard ever! I'm literally being shot in the back! That's kind of funny. If you hire the bodyguard, he does literally nothing against the Vangraffs. Obviously, even if he had attacked that Vangraff, I would have considered it a perfectly fine. I would have considered that it was like not a mission, not like a failure of this principle, because quite simply, I have no choice but to hire this guy. It's part of a mission. You don't know the look of those guys up ahead. What about the guy behind me who keeps shooting me in the back? How do you feel about him? So the bodyguard ran ahead and shot these 4 guys who were about to attack you. But if you examine them, you find they're just pretending to be dead. Fun fact, I'm not going to do it here, but if you actually kill any of them right now, then the other 3 pop up and defend themselves, which is quite funny. Okay, it's time to get the gun out of that other guy's hands. There we go, mine now. Okay. I hope you've learned a valuable lesson. The situation may have just got much, much worse. FYI. I have a feeling, unfortunately, shooting the gun out of his hand may have just counted as an act of war. So, next I'm heading back to the Mormon fort. And, yeah, this quest is quite boring in a lot of ways because it involves a lot of running through loading screens. This version I'm doing now is probably not just boring, it's also going to involve being shot with a lot of plasma weapons. Because unfortunately, I feel like the Silver Rush is now coming for me. And I doubt I can just shoot the guns out of all of their hands. Okay, I'm hoping they just stay hidden down there. That'd be fine. If the Silver Rush just keep hanging out down there by their building, I'm totally fine with this situation. So one of the attackers called the other lieutenant. NCR are involved. Oh no. So what that means now is you have to go out through the loading screen to get from the Mormon Fort to the first bit of Freeside, through that loading screen ahead of you to get through to the second bit of Freeside, through the loading screen to get into the King's building, and then all the way through the King's building up to the top floor where the King's actually waiting for you. This is why I don't like this quest. It involves a vast amount of loading screens. So yeah, hopefully this time the King will not run away and I can show you just how annoyingly far away from the door he is. So up to the second floor.
Hi.
Through the second floor. Up the stairs to the third floor. Round to the left. Round to the right. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Into the King's room. Here he is with his groupies. So Elvis has asked you to look around for some NCR types around Freeside, and an optional extra is to go and speak to Julie Farkas. If you want to finish this mission without any bloodshed, make sure you always go and speak to Julie Farkas. It's incredibly important because speaking to her unlocks a dialogue option further in this quest that actually lets you finish it peacefully. So, the Freeside person that you're looking for is right round here. You only need to do this, by the way, if you've got low speech. If you have high speech, you can skip this bit, but I'm just going to do it anyway now to show you because it's a pretty easy way of figuring stuff out. So he's just going to give you a little pop quiz. If you answer it correctly, he'll give you a password for something. So the answers are Tandy.
Okay, second question. What was the original name?
Shady Sands.
Right. Fine then, last question.
And Two-Headed Bear.
Good.
So basically the NCR is giving out food, but only into other NCR citizens. So now, as I say, you can just go straight there. It's around the corner, kind of like en route to where the Cerulean Electronics was. Do not go right there. Go and speak to Julie Farkas first.
I'm honestly pleasantly surprised. Well, it looks like you've earned yourself a discount on supplies now that we'll be...
Just to clear what I just did, getting the garret set up with Julie Farkas is a really long, complicated process. You need to speak to Julie, go to the garrets, you then need to... They'll suggest that you then have to go back to Julie, then back to the garrets to confirm Julie says yes, then back to Julie to confirm everything's set up. It actually involves like 3 trips back and forth in order to actually get the experience points. So ask her about the NCR soldiers in Freeside as part of the King's quest. That done, head right on round the corner to where we passed the train station earlier. So here we are around here by the train station. This is the house that we're looking for. These two guys can actually be speeched into letting you in anyway, which I'll probably do just for the experience points. There we are, speech 30.
If you're here to see the major, then
Yeah, so I just do that just for the experience points, really. If you ever have a choice between just like using a passcode or actually using a skill check, always go for the skill check, always get the experience points. So, you could at this point just go straight back to the King and tell him about what's going on, about the NCR supplies being handed out to NCR citizens, and that will lead to an escalation in the situation. Or you can, if you haven't spoken to Julie Farkas, you can speak to Elizabeth here, but she basically won't tell you anything. She'll be really cagey. But this is why you need to speak to Julie. Mention Julie and she'll reveal that there was in fact a... they had tried to serve everyone, but unfortunately they were attacked by the King's envoy. So, just return to the King and tell him that. Oh no, he's back! This guy's back, but luckily he doesn't have a rifle. He doesn't have a plasma pistol anymore, so I'm not too worried anymore. So Pacer tells you not to tell the King about the attack on the envoy, and he will give you 200 bottle caps. He will then run off into the distance. You then immediately go and tell the King anyway, of course.
King, we've got problems.
Come back, King! Your message is telling you something important! Oh dear, that guy who's running around unarmed outside is unfortunately putting a load of characters into flee mode, which is why they're acting a bit weirdly at the moment. So basically, Pacer has decided to start some trouble with the NCR down by the train station, and you just need to go and sort it out. luckily, because, you know, you're in the good books of the NCR and because you haven't caused any trouble yet, just run up unarmed, don't attack anyone, have a chat with them, and you'll be able to smooth the whole thing over a little bit. This guy is still chasing me. Oh dear. If you want to avoid these problems with the NCR, the best thing that you can... Sorry. If you want to avoid these problems with the Silver Rush, the best thing you can do is just let that suicide bomber just go in, and then that'll blow up everything, and then they'll all be dead. The Kings want to help with the relief effort. So, just tell her about the fact the King's willing to negotiate, and they will back down.
Looks like you get to be a hero.
Yay! Being a hero! Woo! So now you just return back to the King and tell him what you've done. This guy, meanwhile, will just keep chasing you. Pretty much forever. Yep, there he is. Still after me. The prostitute just runs inside to the Elvis School of Impersonation. Okay, I admit there is something that I never thought I would say in a game commentary that wasn't for Saints Row. So, the King will give you one free favour. Do not ask for it just now. Do not walk away from the situation because you are going to need it very, very soon. Ah, there we go. I'm now liked in Freeside and I'm level 15. Now, let's get lockpick up to 94 because then with the glasses and my hat, that will mean I'm at 100 at all times, which is good stuff. And let's just put science and sneak up a bit too. Oh, what? Where did you... Oh, no! He's got another one! Where did you get that from? That's not fair! For the last time, no! Mine. Where's he going now? Oh, no. Oh, he's got a sledgehammer. He's got a sledgehammer now. I've got an idea. Thanks to my science being at 80, I can simply get permanent entry for free.
Thank you.
Alright, luckily here, well, luckily for him, he doesn't try and force his way past these gates. Otherwise, I would hope the AI computers would shoot him for his crimes. So, yeah. Apparently that's not a thing, so luckily for this guy, he's fine. So that is Freeside pretty much complete, and next time on Fallout New Vegas No Kill Run, we will be heading into the Strip and doing all sorts of fun quests there, as well as picking up and finishing off a few quests in the area around Outer Vegas that we can do once we've actually been into the Strip. So, yeah, I think Freeside's gone pretty well. So, Victor's telling me to go and see Mr. House. That NCR is vomiting some really, really bright yellow vomit. That I like that. The member of the military police just kind of tut finger waggle at the NCR. Dear oh dear. Here we are. Here we are. We have made it. We have made it to the Strip. And we've made it to the Strip with no people killed, no creatures killed, no problems whatsoever. We've done 27 quests in that time, and plenty more quests can be done yet. In fact, we've only used 12 stim packs. I'm actually kind of amazed at that. Next time on Fallout New Vegas No Kill, we're going to be exploring the Strip. There's a load of quests we can do straight away here. Hope you enjoyed watching, hope you enjoyed listening. I've been John, this has been Mania True Nerd, and this is...
A bit of advice.
Mr. Holder, you ruined the damn outro! And this is Fallout New Vegas No Kill. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
You like that?
Well, I do quite like swimming, actually, yes. Just run. Just run. Oh god, that guy's still after me too. Everyone's really calm about the fact there's an assassin in the room.
Benny's gonna show you the tops. I hope you're built sturdy, you crazy fraud.
Yes, I have 10 points in endurance.